Alright, let's dive into something that's been buzzing in the K-pop world, BTS's recent takeover of New York City. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, let me just say this. What makes this really interesting is how BTS continues to redefine what it means to be a global phenomenon. I mean, think about it. A band from South Korea performing in the heart of New York with fans lining up for days in the rain? That's not just dedication. It's a cultural movement. Personally, I think this speaks volumes about the power of music to transcend borders and create a community that feels almost familial. So here's the deal. BTS just dropped their fifth studio album, Arirang, and it's already breaking records. But what's fascinating is how they're evolving. Suga mentioned in a recent interview that this album would show a more mature side of BTS. And honestly, I think they've delivered. What many people don't realize is that BTS isn't just about catchy hooks and synchronized dances. They're pushing boundaries, experimenting with genres, and challenging their own artistic limits. This album feels like a statement, a declaration that they're not just here to stay, but to grow. Now let's talk about the Spotify x BTS SWIMSIDE event at Pier 17. Picture this, a rainy, chilly spring day in New York, and yet fans are lined up for hours, some even for days. One thing that immediately stands out is the resilience of the ARMY. Those "We Stayed" signs? That's not just a slogan. It's a testament to the bond between BTS and their fans. If you take a step back and think about it, this kind of loyalty is rare in the music industry. It's not just about the music. It's about the connection, the shared experience. The event itself was a spectacle. Spotify transformed Pier 17 into an ARMY wonderland, with massive black and white photos of the members, LED screens themed around their lead single Swim, and even snacks stamped with the Arirang logo. But what really caught my attention was the Q&A session moderated by Suki Waterhouse. She's not just a fan, she's an ARMY through and through. When she shouted "Borahi, ARMY," it felt like a bridge between the band and their fans, a reminder of the trust and loyalty that defines this community. RM's message to the ARMYs: first thing is we're here. Second, we're here together. Hit me hard. In my opinion, that's the essence of BTS. They're not just performers, they're present, they're connected, and they're in this together with their fans. It's a simple message, but it carries so much weight. Now let's talk about the performance. The band kicked things off with Hooligan, a track that's only a few days old, and the fans were already singing along like it's been a part of their lives forever. That's the magic of BTS. They create music that feels instantly familiar, yet fresh. When they performed 2.0, Normal, and Swim, it wasn't just a concert, it was an experience. The choreography, the harmony, the energy, it was electric. J-Hope's closing words, rest well, thank you, felt like a warm hug after an intense night. It's a small detail, but I find it fascinating how BTS always acknowledges the effort their fans put in. They don't take it for granted, and that's what sets them apart. So, what does all of this mean in the bigger picture? From my perspective, BTS isn't just a band. They're a cultural force. They're redefining what it means to be a global artist, breaking down barriers, and creating a community that feels like home. This raises a deeper question. How will their evolution continue to shape the music industry? Personally, I can't wait to find out. What this really suggests is that BTS's impact goes far beyond their music. It's about the connections they foster, the boundaries they push, and the legacy they're building. So here's my closing thought. If you're not already on the BTS train, maybe it's time to hop on. Because this isn't just a band, it's a movement. And trust me, you don't want to miss it.